everybody, welcome to Core Languages Deutsch-Stunde with Rob. Right now in this video we're going to be talking about modal verbs. Now this is a different class of verbs altogether that we conjugate in the present tense. And they are können, mögen, sollen, wollen, dürfen, müssen. Each one of these has its own stem vowel change with the exception of sollen. The difference here between modal verbs and stem vowel change verbs in terms of conjugations is that these stem vowel changes occur in the ich, du, and er, sie, and es forms. Now, why, you might ask, do I not combine these with stem vowel change verbs? Well, modal verbs actually work with another infinitive verb or the main verb in order to complete the meaning of the sentence. So, for example, können means can or to be able to. And if I say in English, I can play guitar, I would say in German, ich kann Gitarre spielen. So I use the verb to play and I place it at the end in infinitive form in order to give sufficient meaning to the sentence. If I just say I can guitar, it sounds a little awkward, doesn't quite complete the meaning that we're intending. So, in other words, with modal verbs we have to keep in mind they'll be conjugated, put in second position as per usual, and an infinitive form of the main verb will get kicked to the end of the sentence. Alright, so for können we have stem vowel change umlaut O to an A in the ich, du, and er, sie, and es forms. With modal verbs we also drop endings for ich and er, sie, and es forms. So instead of ich kanne, as we might expect, it's actually ich kann. And because er, sie, and es form is also identical, we can just say er, sie, es kann. Du adds the st ending as per usual. Also, du kannst. Sie, in all of the plural forms, will not have this stem vowel change to a. So we'll see Sie können, wir können, und ihr könnt. Alright, so that's können. The next verb on our list is mögen. This also has a change from an umlauted O to an A. This means to like. Now, mögen is interesting, not always thought of as a modal verb, but it can be used in combination with another main verb. Typically it is not though. We like to say I like something, so I'll say I like pizza, ich mag Pizza. Okay, and that's a complete sentence on its own. But I'm going to go through the conjugations of it so we could see how it's similar. Mögen, to like. Ich mag, no ending. That means er, sie, and es is also mag. Okay? Du, we add our st, du magst. Sie, wir, und sie are all mögen. No stem vowel change. Und dann haben wir mögt. Ihr mögt. Okay? The next one, sollen, is the one that does not have a stem vowel change at all. It means shall or to be supposed to. So if it doesn't have a stem vowel change, what's it going to look like? That's pretty easy. Ich soll, no ending. Er, sie, es soll. Du sollst. And then sie, wir, und sie sollen. And ihr sollt. That's pretty straightforward. Wollen looks like sollen, but it does have a stem vowel change. And this one, which means to want, is often mistaken or misinterpreted by native English speakers as the future will. So in English, I will do something. German, wollen is not that verb, even though it looks like it. This is a false cognate. So ich will, the O changes to an I, is not the future, it just means want. So ich will Pizza. I want pizza. Okay. Du willst. Sie, es will. Then of course, sie, wir, and sie look just like the infinitive. And then ihr is wollt. Okay. That brings us to dürfen, which means may, or to be permitted to be allowed to. This is an umlauted U in the stem, which will change to an A. So, dürfen, if it changes to an A, we have ich darf, sie, es darf, du darfst, sie dürfen, wir dürfen, ihr dürft, sie dürfen. Last but not least, we have müssen. Now hear the difference when I say dürfen and müssen. Dürfen is a longer umlaut sound, and müssen is what we call a short umlaut sound. Right? So müssen actually drops the umlauted U for just a regular U, which has a slightly different sound. Okay? So müssen, muss. Without that umlaut, we have an U sound. Right? Müssen. So ich muss, du musst. Again, we're only going to add a T for the do form. Sie, es muss. Sie müssen. Sie müssen. Ihr müsst. Wir müssen. All right. That's the modal verbs in German and their conjugations in the present tense. And as always, please like the video and subscribe by clicking the link below if you haven't already done so. And feel free to share feedback, thoughtful comments, and so on. Let us know what you think. All right. Dankeschön und auf Wiedersehen.